This is Thea again. So this presentation is going to be about the social distancing, what it's all about, and I'm pretty sure we've heard the word social distancing for a while over the past couple of weeks, but we're going to tie it into how we can continue being conscious of our nutrition, our health, and physical activity. So let's start this. So, really, just a quick overview to what exactly social distancing is. And this definition on the left comes straight from the CDC website, which is that social distancing or physical distancing is a set of non pharmaceutical infection control actions intended to stop or slow down the spread of a contagious disease. So, in this case, it's the corona. Um, the pros could be that it will, protect you from contracting or giving a disease to a friend or loved one. So, in this case, that you need to stay home, avoid in-person interactions with other, and only venturing outside of your home for essential items such as food or medications. And with that, a con could be that it may also foster feelings of loneliness and your physical activity may decline. So we're really going to focus on some of the ways that we can get our physical activity and still stay healthy with our eating habits and everything while we're all in the house. So what does that mean for us? And let's focus on our nutrition. So some of the possible food and health changes might be that our access to our normal foods have changed. So I know that a lot of the terrific sites right now are closed, so we can't access our food from those. But I also know that we're taking steps to get you your normal lunches or your normal, coffees and stuff like that, so you can still have some sense of normalcy. And then access to additional food from the stores. So if you are mobile and you like to go to the corner store or a Giant or wherever and pick up additional groceries, that might have changed. I know the grocery stores are still open, but with the whole social distancing mandate, and especially in older adults who are more prone to be contracting the disease, that might be highly discouraged in your case. The social interaction definitely has changed. So we're not able to go to the terrific sites and engage with our friends and, do our games and bingos and all those other fun activities, which also might contribute to a decrease in physical activity. So I know at some sites they have those fitness classes that you're able to do. And so since we're not able to go to those sites, we can't really do those activity practices. And the last one might be that there might be some financial stressors, especially if some of you do hold some type of part-time working job or something where you do have to physically be there. That might come as a stressor if you're not able to go to your job. If you're fully retired, then your circumstances probably didn't change, but especially if you have a job that you have to be at, that you can't work from home at. So our main focus here at Terrific is your health. So I'm personally just going to focus on the nutrition and exercise because that's my specialty. I'm the dietetic intern and personal trainer here. So I really want you to focus on still eating small meals throughout the day because this is going to help control your blood sugar levels, increase your energy, and help to maintain your immune function. So especially if you get your lunches, I've been to some of the sites and I've seen that some of you don't always eat your lunches and you'll take them home for, later to eat as a snack or, whenever. And that's great. So you can still do the same thing when those foods get delivered to you now. So you can eat some of your lunch, then take the rest of it, put it in, the cupboard or your refrigerator or something if you have one, and eat it later. So still keep up those same practices and still honor your hunger, which is really just if you're hungry, try and find something to eat. Ask a neighbor, or if you're saving some of the foods from your lunches or breakfast or anything from the sites when they're delivered, please go ahead and do that. Try not to change your eating habits that much since we're still delivering your food because your food is going to really help maintain your immune function. I've seen a lot of the menus that are planned for you all, and they do contain all of the essential food groups, and all of the food groups contain all of the vitamins and minerals that you need to maintain your health. So, I've seen that there's like oranges or orange juice or your milk, and then you have your protein in whatever fashion that might be, and your whole grains. So continue eating all of the food that might be delivered to you to maintain your health and immunity. With your exercise, we want you to still, or I want you to still get up and move around. And we're going to kind of go over some of the things that you can do here in a few slides, because it's going to help relieve some stress, kind of help relieve that monotony of just staying in the house all day, increase blood flow to your extremities, facilitate mobility so we're nice and limber, and maybe improve flexibility, and it'll improve your mood. So, if you're ever in the mood to take a walk, or something, after you've kind of moved around a little bit, you kind of always have this feeling of lightness and improved mood. So definitely making sure that exercise is not just something where we feel like we have to like break a sweat or something that we can't do. It's just getting up and moving around a bit. So 3 ways to stay on track. It's pretty much eating your three square meals a day if you can. So having a healthy breakfast, a wholesome lunch, and a timely dinner. And focusing on the timely dinner, since we are kind of mandated to stay in the house, these times that you normally eat might get thrown off a bit. Just trying to eat dinner too late at night, too close to bedtime, because that food's just really just going to sit on your stomach as you sleep, and then it may cause other gastrointestinal problems, gas, slow breakdown of the food, things like that. So hopefully eating dinner sometime before 8 o'clock, or having something to eat if you are hungry before that kind of like 8, 9 o'clock time frame, a few hours before you go to bed. So if you go to bed at 10, 8 o'clock was probably the latest. If you end up going to bed at 11, maybe 9 o'clock will be the latest. But giving yourself a good space between your bedtime and your dinner so your food has time to digest in your stomach. And always a healthy breakfast. I always am going to say, please try and eat something in the morning. So I know this picture has like bacon, eggs, and all that stuff. It's just an example. I want you to just eat something. So if you're not a big breakfast eater and you have something lying around the house that you don't mind eating within the hour to hour and a half after you wake up, getting something. It could be yogurt. It could be a piece of toast and some jelly with coffee. I'm flexible in that area. I just want you to have something in your belly within the first hour or so of you getting out of bed. Is sleep. So sleep deprivation can wreak havoc on a lot of different aspects in your life if you're not getting enough sleep. So it's really important to maintaining a healthy lifestyle. For older adults, the recommended hours are 6.5 to 7. If you can get the 8, that's great. But 6.5 to 7 has been proven or seen to really be the average amount of sleep that you are going to need. And if you need to take a nap in the middle of the day, again, that's fine. 20 to 30 minutes should be the norm. Anything longer than that, then you start getting into what is called REM sleep. And then when you do finally wake up, you kind of have this groggy feeling. And then it might translate to you being awake later at night and really throwing off your sleep pattern. So I really want you to make sure that you're getting the recommended 6.5, 7 hours. So why is sociability so important? And how do we stay social while still practicing social distancing? So it's really important because you get increased energy, increased mental and emotional health. It can boost your immunity, increase brain activity, and increase physical activity. So really just thinking back at the times you have spent at your different centers, how you feel after you've, left that dining area or finished playing bingo or whatever it was with the different residents there. You feel better. You maybe have laughed a little bit. I know that I've sent out some kind of like brain activity crossword puzzles to give to some of you all. And sometimes at the sites, you do have those physical activity, those exercise classes. So it's really important to get up, move around, talk to people, engage your mind, do the crossword puzzles, watching Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, really having those mind stimulating things to take your mind off of just being in the house all the time. So 2 ways to stay sociable at a distance. So using technology, which is really pretty much a phone. If you have a cell phone or a house phone or something, call a friend, talk to them, and even the people in your specific building or people, around where you live. calling them and having a simple 10, 15, 30-minute conversation can really boost your mood. You can also complete challenges or recipes and then call them every couple of days to compare. So if you're like really into cooking, or you like cooking, or you like making different, meals out of like random stuff, you can do that. Complete challenges. So we're having a series of exercise videos that we're going to be putting out. So you can challenge one of your friends to complete one of those exercise videos with you, and say if you missed a day, then I don't know, you owe me $1, something like that. And social media, if you have Facebook and you like being on those type of things, you can connect with friends that way, or you can just kind of browse the site, or browse, CNN, or, read different articles from there. Try and get up and read the paper every morning, just something to take, again, your mind off of being in the house and to stimulate your brain. And you can also brush off old photo albums or videos. A lot of the times those get stuck in a corner somewhere and you don't look up at them for like 5, 10, 15 years. You can definitely take those out, reminisce, find an old family reunion video, pop it in, and just take the time to just really just relax. And with exercise, there's many different ways that we can exercise. And I really want to emphasize that exercise doesn't always mean that you're doing like this really hardcore fitness class or something. It could really be taking a walk, and taking a walk is one of the things that is actually recommended. So you can get yourself out of the house, get some fresh air. It still is within the social distancing mandate. As long as you're not like having like a walk group where it's like 10 or more people, you can walk with, take a stroll by yourself, or if you have a pet or something like that, or someone else who's living with you, you too can take a walk. Doing the online fitness classes. So again, I'm doing the online or the video fitness classes. We filmed a stretching one already, and we'll be filming other ones for you all. And they'll be posted, so you can do one of those. They're not going to be long. Maybe they're between 10 and 20 minutes. Start stretching every morning. So again, the fitness or the stretching video that I did is 10 minutes. You can do that once in the morning and once in the afternoon, just to really just get yourself up and moving around and your blood flowing. And trying to get up and walk around every hour. So if you're sitting at home a lot of the times that, your metabolism can slow down and you get kind of really rigid almost. So every hour, maybe on the hour, or set an alarm every hour or something, to just get up and just like walk around a little bit, just to get yourself up and moving around. Okay. And then you can also complete a to-do list. So the to-do list is maybe something that you've been meaning to do that you have not done. This would be the perfect time to go ahead and get up and do that. You'll get your little bit of physical activity in, no matter what it is, even if it's like organizing some stuff. The simple fact that you're reaching and moving your arms and your limbs and everything will be enough to kind of substitute as kind of like a physical activity exercise. So those are some of the things, are ways that we can stay active and sociable while still staying at a distance during this time. If you do have questions, please make sure to call either the Terrific number, or you can go onto the Terrific website and contact someone. If you do, if you have not gotten any of your meals or anything, onto the Terrific site, and I will come onto the Terrific site, and I will be back with another educational video for you tomorrow.